Alrighty. Last time we saw Adonis being carried away off into Neverland, where he'll never get old. He plays with fairies, I'm sure. Old dark fairies. So Might is now waking up after passing out after just seeing that. He apparently finds himself in his bed, but he feels the floor that is cold underneath him. Apparently he finds himself in prison. Of course, he's trying to remember what happened because he probably doesn't remember a whole lot. Briefly, he remembers training out in the fields, and then how he stepped over a cliff and accidentally fell down. Yeah, that's right. My friend is gone. Well, that sucks. Tries to jump to his feet, but his body is very heavy, and somehow, for some reason, he can't move. He's wondering how in the world this happened. Then he hears somebody coming. Hopefully it's not another shadow thing. Oh, a new character. Hector. He's kind of weird, but depending on which path you choose, he actually becomes a pretty cool person. But this scene isn't so much. Full name, Hector Bryce. In the training school, he specialized in assassination, and he always had wonderful grades, but despite all that, he always had an air of darkness about him, and not a whole lot of people wanted to talk to him. I wonder why. If you got a bunch of darkness around you, nobody wants to go there unless they're a nocturnal. Speaking of assassination techniques, he had heard some things going on of masterminds of battle that used assassination in order to settle very many prolonged battles. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Whatever. And also did as a way of decreasing useless casualties. It was a skill that could never be done. I have no idea what that word is. Of course, no one could be proud of assassination techniques. Yeah. Nope. Except Hector, on the other hand, loved doing this assassination stuff. That's kind of creepy. Might ask, why am I here? Hector opens the door and enters, and starts to explain to Might what's going on. Apparently he's been entrusted with the role of guarding Might. Teacher trusts Hector to watch him. Yeah, I just said that. And the teachers obviously consented when Hector himself volunteered to do this, for reasons we'll probably soon find out. Of course, Mice thinks this is ridiculous, and why would he need to be watched in prison? Why is he even in prison in the first place? Of course, Hector continues to explain to him. The teachers and he went to go and visit Might when he was supposedly dying, but when they entered, he was breathing peacefully and sleeping. And they also spotted the old magic book on the floor beside the bed, The Way of the Anti-Soul, which we talked about previously. Of course, Hector suspects that Might knows nothing of this book and asks him if he knows what is written inside it. Of course, Might's like, no, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So Hector explains, well, it's the way of the anti-soul. Might's like, wait, what? Hector continues to explained that even though might specialize in fencing, even someone like, whoop, bumped the camera. Good job, Yogo, good job. Okay, let's try that. Anyways, yeah, specialize in fencing, but even someone like him would hear of the forbidden technique. Hector said that to make him look like a fool. Such a placement was weak in those areas. But Might admits that, yes, even he knows about it. However, Might thinks that magic is prohibited in this country. Anyways, at least magic like that. Hector continues, in other words, who would give you the way of the anti-soul while you were dying? Of course, the only one who could have done it was Adonis, who was always with Might. And the proof they have that Adonis must have done this is apparently he's gone into hiding. Probably fled somewhere to escape punishment for this serious crime. Yeah, probably, maybe, not. Of course, Might knows the truth of what he saw that one fleeting moment. But of course, even if he informed Hector, Hector's probably not going to believe him. So he goes a different route and asks him why he's in prison in the first place, especially if he was dying. Hector answers that somebody used the way of the anti-soul, and scandals like that can't be leaked outside, because it is forbidden magic after all. If Might came out, he would be the proof. In other words, they would have to erase the witness and completely hush him up for good. Probably the teachers have been putting up resistance to that. Meaning, well, yeah, it's kind of obvious. Hector says, I won't be the one erasing you. You won't leave here for an eternity. Well, he glares at him. Okay, yeah. This is the strange part. He throws him on the floor, mounts him, and restrains him. Now, because there is going to be a rather graphic scene, even though the fact that they have censored the parts that need to be censored, I think we're going to try and further protect you by having some assistance from some friends of mine. Let's see. We can have... Here we go. Toby! Toby wants to help because Toby's a good boy. Now, the problem is, if I remember what the screenshot looks like. Well, guess we'll play like pin the tail on the donkey and stick it right there. Stay there, Toby. You know, it's probably not where it is. Toby, no. Stay on the screen. Okay, fine. Stay there. Okay, well, let's see how badly I did. Might's like, well, what you doing? And Hector reveals that he used some medicine to make it so he can't move very well. And Might asks why in the world he would do that. And apparently Hector wants someone to use these weird concoctions he's been making and wants to test them. And this seems to be a good opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, your hands and feet are just a little lazy, but you'll be able to feel pain perfectly. Isn't that amusing? Yeah, ha ha ha. Hector says you need to receive your punishment. Oh dear. Here we go. Oops, I missed. It's on his face. Let's try this again. Yay, thank you for helping, Toby. See, I definitely didn't know that scene right. Have a good shape. Yeah. You know, it looks like there's scars right there. Oh, and there. And that's probably from when he fell off the cliff. Yeah, blah, blah. wondering, what are you going to do? He's going to whip him. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, we're done. Thank you, Toby. Toby is a good boy. Yes, Toby is a good boy. Alright, now we're done with that. We will move on to the next video temporarily.